what's up? What's going on? Damian here with some BDF talk for you. I have something really great for you today. We're going to talk about an awesome feature of the Virtual Deal Factory. We're going to talk about how to sell your hot properties and deals to other investors who are just waiting to snatch them up. I thought I'd do something fun to kind of give you some ideas about the best way to sell properties on VDF and use this amazing feature. And I thought I'd actually take you through on a little walk through Biltmore Village. As you know, or you may know, I'm still on vacation here in Asheville, North Carolina, and I thought I'd take you for a little walk and we'd learn some lessons about how to sell properties. And it's going to have nothing to do with properties, actually. It's going to have to do with food. But what you learn is going to be very, very powerful to make your property sell that much faster on Virtual Deal Factory. Got to give you a little warning though. Two things. First of all, I'm by myself. Okay, so I'm filming this by myself. So this is going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride. So strap yourself in. If you have a seatbelt on your computer chair, I don't know why you would, but if you do, strap yourself in because this might be a little bit bumpy. And I'm also, since this is my vacation time, I didn't bring my regular camera equipment. I'm actually filming on my laptop. So it's bright and early in the morning. Hopefully nobody will see me walking around looking like a lunatic, talking to my laptop while I'm walking around like this. But let's go for a little walk, and I think you're going to get a ton out of this. So check this out. So here we are. This is Biltmore Village. So Asheville was actually founded around the Biltmore estate, which was built by a gentleman named Vanderbilt. Very, very famous rich dude. Built the largest home in America, and outside of the Biltmore estate, they built the Biltmore Village, which is where the workers used to stay and their families, and now it's become this really cool little town. Over here is the Corner Kitchen, which is a really, really famous restaurant, really popular restaurant here in Asheville. Now, at the Corner Kitchen, what's pretty cool is this, is they have a corn and crab chowder. But when it's on the menu this week, what it says is, this week only corn and crab chowder, because they always have a special menu. It changes every week. And so Charlene and I went there and they were like, oh, what's a super day? And they said corn and crab chowder. And I was like, I'm not really in the mood for it. But they were like, well, it's only here for this week. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, well, I got to get it now because I don't want to miss the corn and crab chowder. Hang on to that. We're going to get back to that. Something called urgency. But we're going to keep walking. Keep walking down the streets. It's nice and early, so it's nice and quiet. And luckily, I'm not going to get run over here. Really, really pretty town. Really, really relaxing. Right now, I'm outside a little place known as Chelsea's. You probably can't see the sign. It's right, boop, right there. Anyways, Chelsea's is a real cool place. Breakfast, but they do something special. Okay, a lot of restaurants have, obviously, they serve tea or they serve pastries. But what Chelsea's does is they have a big sign and they say, come join us for tea time. And at tea time, they have like cheese plates and tea and so on and so forth. But what's unique about it is that they give it a specific name. It's not like, hey, we just have tea on the menu, come anytime. It's like, join us for tea time at Chelsea's. And that's something we're really looking forward to do because it's like, wow, I never get to enjoy tea time. And I love the British. I think they're fantastic. So, of course, I want to do some tea time. Let's keep walking. I'll show you a couple other things. And so you're looking at, there's some shops. And obviously, this is... It's real early in the morning right now, so everybody's just getting up. This is Legacy's behind me, and what's cool about Legacy's is they have a sign on the side, which I could show you. Let me see. Okay, there it is. There it is. Here we go. Check this out. Check this out. Tell me if you could see this. See that? The ice cream garden. Okay, they have an ice cream garden, which is really, really neat. So they don't just say, hey, we have ice cream. They say, hey, we have an ice cream garden. They have some tables and chairs around the garden where you can go and you can sit and you can eat ice cream. Okay, ice cream garden. As soon as we saw that, Charlene's like, oh my goodness, they have an ice cream garden. We got to go there. And I was like, yeah, that is really, really cool. Now I'm going to balance my camera and hopefully it won't fall. And if I scream, you'll know it fell. Okay, so what does this have to do with you? What does it have to do with the Virtual Deal Factory? What does it have to do with the best way to use the selling hot properties? Well, let's back it up, start simply. First of all, one of the features, and the one that I'm highlighting today for you in Virtual Deal Factory, is that in the hot deal section, you can list your properties. And what's awesome about this is you have thousands and thousands of investors across the country, now across the world, that are looking for investor-based real estate deals. What does this mean? Well, it means that they're from an investor mindset. So they see the opportunities that you see as an investor. They speak the language that you speak. And they're looking for what you're looking for. So they're not that there's anything wrong with retail buyers. They're great and they have a place. But what's really special about this is you have investor-based buyers. So they're really understanding your situations, what you're looking to do, okay? And just like you, they're looking to snatch up great deals to serve their buyers, their private money lenders, so on and so forth, private investors. Now, with the Virtual Deal Factory, you can list unlimited hot deals for other investors to buy, okay? And they're showcased for you. They're searched constantly. They can even vote on if they're hot or not, and that's a whole separate lesson. Very, very simple to do. All you do is you go in, log into your Virtual Deal Factory membership, and you just click a button that says, up at the top you'll see it says Hot Deals. Boop! You click Hot Deals, and then underneath Hot Deals, you'll see My Hot Deals. And when you click there, it just says Add a Property or Add a Deal. You click that, and within seconds, it's up. And you could also add multiple pictures to your property. Now, what's the best way to use this feature, and why did I take you on a little walk around Biltmore Village? The reason I did it is because, well, let's start at the beginning. At the beginning, we started at the kitchen corner, okay? Corner kitchen, little restaurant, and I talked about how they had corn and crab chowder soup, but it's only for a week because our menu changes all the time, and it created urgency, okay? So when you list your properties, you want to have urgency. You want to make sure that there's an urgency and an exclusivity to it, not just like, hey, here's a property, I'm sure I'll have others, but no, like, boom, I just got this property, here's the situation, money can be made fast in it. So you want to create an urgency and an exclusivity. That's what makes other people want to take action, you see, because when you're selling properties, it's all just marketing. You know, a lot of times, you know, we go, oh, real estate investing becomes this very complicated. What does it mean to be a real estate investor? At the end of the day, you're a marketer. You're marketing properties. And so in the Virtual Deal Factory, you want to make sure you market them in the most compelling way. And the fact that over there, they could have just, at the corner kitchen, they could have said, oh, you know, we have this soup forever. The fact that they said they had it for 1 week only made my wife and I take action and order that soup. And so with your property, create urgency, create exclusivity. What's next? Well, next up, I took you to the Village Tea Room, Chelsea's, and I talked to you about how they had tea time, okay? And I also talked to you about, we went over there and I showed you that they have an ice cream garden. They didn't just say, oh, we serve ice cream around the back. They said, no, we have an ice cream garden. And so with your properties, you want to make them unique. Make them sizzle, okay? The way you describe a property makes a difference. So take the time when you put your listings up to have good descriptions, quality descriptions, especially ones that speak to the investor mentality, because investors, remember, trying to get to that investor mindset, you know, speak on the terms that are gonna attract them. You know, perfect example, again, back to food. I was ordering Chinese food for lunch yesterday, and on the menu they had, you know, Chinese chicken and vegetables, and I was like, whatever, no big deal, but it's a Chinese chicken with vegetables and spectacular brown sauce. If it just said brown sauce, I would never thought twice, but it said spectacular brown sauce, and I was like, spectacular brown sauce? Who wouldn't want to try spectacular brown sauce? Okay? So here's what I'm saying. When you list your, first of all, you need to list your properties in the Virtual Deal Factory. You want to get them up there. Put up pictures that look good, that showcase your property in a stunning and compelling way. Write descriptions that are really, really compelling, that create urgency and exclusivity, and give a title to your property listing that really, not just, you know, 3-2 bedroom in downtown Asheville. You know, say something that's really compelling, something that if you, you know, put yourself, spin yourself around as a marketer and say, if I was searching properties, what property listing title would get me to go, wow, I got to check this out right now. And that's the kind of title you want to use on your own property. So, hope you enjoyed this webisode. Hope you enjoyed this little walk around downtown Asheville. Next time you see me, I'll be back in Jersey for the last tail of my little May road trip. So be sure to stay tuned. Keep checking it out. Get your properties up. Follow these tips. And, you know, just join the successful investors inside the Virtual Deal Factory. Having a great time, having fun, helping homeowners, and making a ton of deals and money. So, great to see you. See you next time.